Hello everyone, it's a happy lazy Sunday here. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm taking care of four dogs here. They're all great, old timers. Three of them. Ham, you're the youngest one, aren't you? Yeah, okay. All right. Looks like someone's having a nice vacation in South Korea. Good for him. And I'm not going to go and listen to everything that he has to say because, frankly, I'm just not interested anymore. I used to. I wanted to see where he was at, this and that, and as long as I don't see some kind of a spiritual growth going on there where he's not falling back into his childhood, doing all these things, I'm going, gosh, you have time for that? Okay. Anywho, but while I was up in Pennsylvania visiting the Sanctuary Church many years ago now as well, it was just happened to be maybe, there's always a reason for every season, where he was talking about the upside down kingdom. And I have to say, I went in there and I thought, okay, if he starts talking bad about your mother, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to go out and wait for them to be done. I'm not going to listen to that and be poisoned by this. And it was very interesting that during the whole sermon, there was absolutely nothing that I could disagree with. And he talked about the upside down kingdom. When the sermon was over, I said, wow, this is actually, this would be, like, playing. The black ones are three like a dog, Hank. Interesting, his name was, or it still is in a way, but nobody calls him Hand Grenade. My son. Call him Hand Grenade. Yeah, one of his hind legs got hand grenaded about 3 times. He got run over by cars, and the third time the leg had to be taken. Well, anyway, so hand grenade, right? Beware what you call your animals. So he's Hank, and that was many years ago as well. He's good. He's doing great. He's a great dog, real sweet dog. And Dilly, our old timer here. My children take really good care of their animals. I'm really happy to see that. And except for one daughter, the youngest one, though she had a foster puppy too. She doesn't really have a dog or any animals, but everyone else does. Yeah, I guess it's the way they were raised. They just can't be without something animal in the house or take care of it or be with. So the upside down kingdom, I thought, oh my gosh, first time I've ever heard that. What a absolutely fantastic way to explain a view on how to live on earth. Right? The upside down kingdom. To me, it wasn't, it has to be someone's kingdom and then have to have the subject and object there and this and that. To me, it was the whole earth. The whole earth on how it should just be everything. Everything should be just turned around and started anew. That's how I took that sermon. I was really excited about it. I thought, oh my gosh, yeah, this is something, if he wants to go with that, that's great prep for him to return, of course, to his mother. Yes. Well, I still see it that way. Why leave okay, we're not going to go into that. Anywho. And he did leave. He wasn't thrown out. Let's get this clear. Let's stay clear about that. Not lie about things like that. So the upside down kingdom, what is that? Yeah. No more abuse. There would be no abuse of any child. No abuse of any animal. There wouldn't be any weapons. Power and greed would become obsolete. Not talking about having dominion over something. Right? Dominion in my opinion, not to confuse with dominance. Right? Dominion is you care for something. It's under your care. Right? There's one thing, I'm not sure if I heard that in the church or not. There's keepers, users, and abusers. Now, you can be a keeper and a user, right? We use things, right? We eat what we grow, this, that. We make use of the trees to build or this or that, right? And then you're a keeper. You care for things, this and that. And an abuser, what is that? Is it really so difficult to figure out what that is? So in an upside down kingdom, there wouldn't be any more pornography, abortion, drinking to excess, drugs that should never even exist. There wouldn't be none. There would be none of that. We would learn again on how to care for ourselves with what God has given us, and also recognize, okay, sometimes you just have to prepare for spirit world, and that is that. Once time has come, make it the best time that there is left of it, rather than being stuck in a bed, being sick for I don't know how long, and feel miserable because of all the treatments, this and that. Yes, they do good for some, but for many, it doesn't. Well, anyway, but that could be another video, where there are so many things that you can take care of your health from what there is out there that God has given us, and do just as well. Right? Yes, instead of poisoning our system even more with medications, that there are other things out there that could help you with some of the imbalances. And then again, what do we eat? What do people eat out there? Again, I have to say, all of my children and my grandchildren eat quite healthy. Right? Oh, because they have money to do it. Well, first of all, my children work very, very hard for what they earn when it comes to that. And the other things, no, they're very conservative about how much money they spent, or what kind of food, and spent a little extra on something a little better, but then just less. Take home less. Rather than fill the whole fridge up, where then, half of it has to be thrown out because you can't eat it all. Right? Yes? Okay. Upside down kingdom, right? Where nations take care of each other rather than try to destroy each other. Right? Well, anyway, I thought, wow, why do I have to be there? That one sermon. Most other sermons, or even the King's reports that he had, there were some good things in it, but he always would end up using something as an example that I felt was unfair. Like the one time he used single mothers as a negative to explain on how, a couple should always be together, and, the blessing and all that, and then he brings up single mothers. Well, single mothers, first of all, there's single dads out there too, for the same reasons there are single mothers. And then the other thing is that sometimes you end up as a single parent because of no fault of your own. What if a spouse dies, for example? Right? So, has that? It's Hyung Jin Im's logic on how he approaches things is not in the upside down kingdom. The one that he talked about. Well, he had, I'm assuming he had what? Suddenly an epiphany or something, and and then just didn't kind of think that out, study that out, and apply the principle to it. Teaching people, guiding people then with that. Hey, look. If we want something different than what's already been going on for thousands and thousands of years in a negative, then we need to turn this whole thing upside down. That's why I say, no, I'm taking thou shalt not kill, that commandment, serious. No, thou shalt not kill. And I taught my children, thou shalt not kill. You will be killed first. If that's what happens. But if that's what has to happen. That's the upside down kingdom, where you don't leave any more room for yourself to make excuses on why you have to break one of the 10 commandments. You see? Not that hard for me to understand. So I was excited when I heard that. Nah, I don't want to listen to anything he has to say anymore. Because it always ends up being, everything that he does ends up being in the extreme, in the negative. I find that people who have to continuously talk down to others or slander others, that's the thing. I don't understand how anyone can slander their mother the way they have. I'm not getting that at all. That's already, to me, there's something wrong. Where is the upside down kingdom there? Right? Yeah. So, and he abandoned the whole thing in a way. And then, tried to fit it, then the narrative became, the story became, it had to fit the guns. It had to fit the crowns. It had to fit his way on how he wanted the true parents to look like, to be like. Right? Yes? Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this video will kind of revitalize his... You were on a good track there. You really were. You really were. And you're completely off track now. You just are. Well, anyway, what else can I say? One more thing I want to mention is, so True Mother supposedly is surrounded by people who are just greedy and power hungry and this and that, and the son's left. Oh, wow. You can't protect your mom the way you did protect your dad? Yeah, that's because... No, I don't want to hear any excuses. There's too much lying going on this site. Too much of it. And, again, you just say something in a comment back to me, and then privately you message me about the experiences that you had. I'm going, but you said in your comment you didn't have those. And it's like, okay. And there's several others too. I have to say, I know that you're lying. I know that you're lying, not because, I have these feelers in spirit world, or I know from experience with you, myself. I have experiences with you. I know you well enough. So I know you're lying. I know you're lying, and you're not willing to just admit that, hey, this is not going to work for Hyungjin for very much longer, I don't think. And the few people that were there, I'm sorry, after all these years, right? Yeah, that's it. But the upside down kingdom. It's kind of sad he didn't pursue that thought that, in my opinion, or my belief, surely was given to him by Spirit World. Anyway, okay, that's all I have to say today. Oh, happy lazy Sunday, Pledge Day. Pledge Day is every day for me. Every day. I live every hour, every minute, and every second with my heavenly parent and the guidance of Spirit World. You guys can believe that or not. You're not me, so you don't know. But that's what it is. God's always in my mind. It's always in my mind. I'm always thinking about other people out there and how to, what would be the best thing. I believe in the power of positive thinking. I really do. Experienced it too many times in my life. All right, that's all I wanted to share. God's love and blessings always, and I will talk to y'all another time.